Appreciate
Come sit down, you sexy
Oh, I
man.
love it. I love it.
I said it. I
Those
said
are words
it.
not usually attributed to
No,
I said
usually
it,
not.
Nick, and I meant it.
Well, I appreciate that.
So, Mick, I'm so excited about this. We talked to you at SummerSlam. We had the big
Yeah.
SummerSlam broadcast.
Yes.
And we knew you were coming to San Diego in a month or so. And you're here. You're finally here. The show's happening.
It's happening, and I was listening on the radio. You
Yeah.
guys, that's great. That's what I need to hear is people going, hey, I've read the books. They're funny.
Yes.
He's going to be funny.
Well,
Usually,
I think people don't know what to expect when they hear Mick Foley performing in a comedy club.
and then I say to them, I will say, well, you read the books,
Yes.
right? And they go, yeah. I go, did they make you laugh? They said, yeah. Did you laugh out loud? And they go, yeah. I go,
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's what you're gonna get.
I'm going to tell you stories from my career that will make you laugh.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, and think a little bit.
Yeah, that's always appreciated.
I had trouble with, let me just point out, I had trouble with that TH sound because of the lack of teeth, which I personally thought you might find attractive.
Oh, I did. How'd you know?
As soon as you throw the word sexy at me,
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
I know that there's a little something off.
I
Yeah.
got big for a little bit.
Okay, well, I don't know that you
I
did
thought
this year.
that's
Can I
what
ask
Mick
you a
was
question?
asking.
Go,
Yeah.
Nick.
Do you like one-eared men? Oh, that is so hot,
I'll
right?
take what I can get.
Can I show you, look at that pen right there. Can I
Oh,
have
yeah,
that
give it
pen?
to
me.
I'm going to show you a neat trick.
Oh, this is good. This is good. We're doing
okay.
we'll fix here right now.
Alright, so
We are
look,
rolling
here's
video.
Don't
right now.
left ear. You ready? Alright, there we
Okay, you
go.
putting the pen behind your ear.
Behind his ear.
Easily.
Very
right?
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Right ear.
Yeah, not so much. Oh no,
Oh,
there's no.
Doesn't have a right
You see,
ear.
there's no ear there.
And now,
Oh,
now
shoot.
we know that performers find humor in the pain.
Oh, right,
I've got a
right.
lot of pain.
You
feelings,
do,
yeah.
you do.
And so there's a lot of humor in
I
there.
would think.
Oh
Mick
my
is performing this
gosh.
weekend at the American Comedy Company. You got to go see the show. I'm going, Mick.
I appreciate it.
I mean, I've been a wrestling fan since 1984, so a very long time I've been following the sport. I followed your career. I love it.
We're on camera?
Yeah, yeah.
Not anymore, we're not.
No, you don't.
I'm like,
yeah.
No,
Oh, I turned into Cactus Jack there for a second. There's gonna be a little bang bang going on.
And he had like pure fear on his
I didn't know what
face.
happened. I got nervous. Mick can still bring it, man. Don't get it twisted.
he
Okay?
will.
You know what? I love the parts of the show where I will break into the character when I tell a story. If I'm telling a story
Yeah.
about 97 Mankind, I'll do it as 97 Mankind.
Yes.
And so there is, even though there really is you can see there's a warmth, right?
Yeah, of course.
There's a-
You're very lovable,
warmth.
First thing I
Mick. Very
picked up on
lovable.
Mick.
Some people know they're safe, especially women, and there's a look, and I love the look that women get. The ones who accompany their husband or significant others about 10 minutes in when they realize this is not going to be the worst hour and a half of their life. Wait a minute, I like this guy.
Yeah. Oh, Mick. I'm bringing my wife tonight.
Yeah.
She doesn't watch wrestling or anything like that. Never it has. But I told her, I'm like, listen, you got to trust me on this one. You will love Mick Foley.
Trust
You're
me.
gonna love this show.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna tell you stories that are hysterical. Like, I mean, she's in. She's excited about it. So
I like it.
Yeah.
The only prerequisite when they asked me about opening acts, they said anything that you prefer. I said it can't be anything construed as anti-female.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Good for
so
you,
I said
bro.
I hate that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I hate the idea that someone will come to my show and have a bad time.
We don't want
I
that.
want to walk away
No.
saying, "Oh God, what a piece of garbage he was."
Yeah.
Or the guy in front of
Associated
him.
with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, associated with me.
Yeah.
Now, who's the guy? Where's Thor?
Yeah, that's it.
So you're going to be walking a little late,
Yeah.
and you don't want to be heckled.
No.
I'll just, you know what? I'll just put the word out. There will be no heckling of Thor.
There you go. That's cool.
Yes, there it is.
Problem
Yes,
solved,
Mick
man.
Foley.
I'm working till 7. Then
Yeah.
I gotta go home.
Mick's got your back.
Mick is taking care of it.
He's got it.
7:45. Yeah, I'll be going on right about 7:45. I see you walking in, and I'll just ignore you.
Perfect. Make no mention
I'll
of it.
pretend you're not even there.
Yeah, that's what we do. So we just make
come
sure
on.
we just
Yeah.
ignore him and
He'll
pretend
feel
he's not
at
here.
home. Yeah.
All right, so Mick, we got a full hour with you. I'm excited about this. We need to take a quick time out. When we
Yes.
come back, I want you to tell these girls the deal with the ear, because I mean,
Yeah.
I know the
No
story.
idea.
They don't have any clue
No.
what happened to your ear.
But I saw you kind of perk up a little.
That's right.
I think you're sexy, man.
The hardcore legend himself, Mick Foley, is in the studio when we get back. The hardcore legend himself, WWE Hall of Famer,
Yeah.
Mick Foley, is in the studio with us this morning. Ashley's trying to teach him how to download something on his iPhone right now,
The
the
new
new update.
iPhone OS 7.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think about that, Mick? Are you into that?
You know, I just I'm a new recipient of an iPhone primarily because I want to be able to FaceTime my kids.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And once I got it, I was like, how have I lived without this?
Yeah.
And here's a cute little, kid/porn story for you.
Okay.
My 10-year-old son is trying to. He's trying to teach me how to use the voice app.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so he's 10, so everything is boobs. And he goes, Siri, how big are your boobs? And my daughter turns to me. My daughter's 19. She goes, and he's not talking about your friend, Dad.
Oh.
As she sees I register, and she looks at me. She goes, busted.
Whoa! Wait, what does that mean?
Who's your friend?
So her name. I have a friend who's in adult films, and her name is Siri.
Oh, hello.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my family was at the show in L.A. I met Siri there. She was with her husband, and a mutual friend brought her along. And knew that I was a friend. I'm not by any means a connoisseur of adult material. But, I did see this young woman and thought she was a force of nature.
Oh, nice.
And so I was very flattered when she came to my show. She was in the front row.
Yeah.
And she was, like I said, you don't have to be a wrestling fan to enjoy my shows.
Yeah.
Right.
And at times the stories can be quite touching. And you can learn a lot about people by the way they react.
Right.
And I was like, I love the way she reacted to the stories. And I love the fact that she had her husband there.
Yeah.
Her husband's got to be like the most confident man in the world.
Oh, no doubt.
Sure.
And
No doubt.
I liked them both immediately. And so she will be coming to my Saturday show.
I'm gonna have to change my
No,
plans. I was gonna come tonight, but now I might have to.
And I will work her into the curriculum.
Oh, huge!
Yeah,
Huge.
work into the curriculum. Also, another big deal for me is Ingrid Croce, the proprietor of Croce's Restaurant.
You were mentioning this up at SummerSlam.
Yeah, Jim was my favorite singer, and I met Ingrid in 1999, back when Comic-Con was in its infancy.
Right.
I wrote a little note. They told me Ingrid wasn't in, which turned out not to be the truth.
Oh.
I wrote a note saying I was a WWE wrestler, still knew the words to every Jim Croce song. And
Nice.
10 minutes later, I get a tap on the shoulder saying, okay, what are the words to this song? And I said, out of Southern Illinois comes a down-home country boy, gonna make it in the studio playing guitar, gonna make it in the city playing guitar in the studio. And she said, you really do know all the words.
Look at that.
So Ingrid and her family and friends will be attending.
That's cool.
That is so cool.
I'm really excited because you can say, and I have gone home and looked in the mirror after saying words like, "It's great to be right here in Des Moines, Iowa."
Thumbs up.
Cheap pop, and then there were cities where people have been like, "How come you didn't do the cheap pop?" And I'm like,
It's not
"We're in
that
Belfast,
great.
bro." And then it turned out I had a great time in Belfast.
Oh, okay.
It was a great crowd. But this is cool. It's a nice hotel. We're right there in the Gaslamp district. I just
perfect.
walk a block.
The club is awesome.
Yeah, the club. I went in last night. We set up a deal where we're gonna do the meet and greet. The early show meet and greet takes place before the show.
Oh, cool.
That's still part of the, for people who don't know, it's still part of the allure is that I am exceedingly nice to everyone.
You are. You are.
And then if I happen to have a weak show, I'll go out of my way to be even nicer.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Smart.
Yeah, Mick's performing at the American Comedy Company this weekend. 2 shows tonight, 7:30 and 9:30. 2 shows tomorrow night, 7:30, 9:30, and a Sunday show at 8. You got to go watch
Sunday
it.
show at 8 is in Corona, though.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, that's not
okay.
the American Comedy.
Okay, got it.
Corona.
Corona, California.
The beer.
Yes, he's performing in the beer bottle.
Yeah, figure it out. So, Mick, you got to tell the girls the story of the ear. Well, how did your ear get like that? I know. I'm a big fan, like I said. I know the deal. But the girls probably are curious why you don't have an ear.
Just one favor for me. Okay? When I'm telling the story, keep your clothes on.
You're going to be so turned on. You're going to be so turned on.
You know what? I had started my career with the baseball slugger Reggie Jackson as an inspiration, because when Reggie Jackson connected and went deep, it was incredibly exciting.
Yeah.
But when he missed completely, it was equally exciting.
That's right.
He was taking
Yeah.
his best swing. And I decided to be the guy that I was going to take my best swings, and I knew that not everything I thought of was going to work out the way I'd hoped. And so in some ways, my entire career is based on spectacular failures. You know, going through the cell and being knocked unconscious was not something that I had foreseen.
Right.
And in this case, I was doing a move, and sometimes people will refer to wrestling as a show business sport or the fake sport. And I admit, there are times you try to simulate a certain act.
Sure.
So in this case, I would do a move called the hangman, in which you would simulate hanging. And the way you simulated hanging in the ropes was to actually hang in the ropes. And then
so his neck would be tied in between two of the ring ropes, and he'd just be hanging there.
Over, and it would be very precarious. Very precarious.
Yeah, dangerous. Very good. Don't try this at home.
Don't try it. No, trust me.
Yeah.
It wasn't gonna
There's a reason I should have taken it off the Foley menu years ago. And even when my ear came off in this move,
and you were in there with Vader, right?
I was in there with Vader, and I was in there, and I was aware immediately that the ropes were a tad too tight.
Oh no!
This is not good.
Yeah.
So Vader, for years, took credit for freeing me, and then a videotape appeared. It's on the new DVD.
Oh, good.
I'm not even plugging it because it's free on Netflix.
Okay.
But if people want to see the footage, the fan had shot the DVD, and you can actually see me in there. Vader has his back turned.
And Scott, Vader's a 400-pound, humongous man.
Humongous man. He did not free me. I freed myself like a.
So your
fox.
neck is stuck in between the two ropes. They're too
and
tight.
When I pull out of there, the strangest thing is you think of so many things simultaneously in moments like these. And what I was thinking, I knew from the past where I'd visited late night emergency rooms. Like I said, I should have taken this move off the menu. I've been stitched up. I had more stitches in the back of my ear than probably any man alive. But because the back of the ear is mostly cartilage, it's not likely to bleed.
Yeah.
So when I was on my hands and knees on the mat and I see the bright pitter pattering of blood on the blue protective mats, I think two things. One, this is probably a pretty bad injury.
Yeah.
And two, I'm like, you know how similar the songs "Listen to the Rhythm of the Falling Rain" and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat's entrance music sound?
Why are you thinking that?
I mean, really?
Because when the blood was pitter pattering, I thought,
my God!
Listen to the rhythm of the falling rain.
I remember the song.
And then Steamboat's music went, loves his wife and kids and does the best he can. First of all, if you're in the ring and Steamboat appears and you hear that type of music, you're like, well, hold on, I didn't sign up for this. Loves his wife.
It's a little different.
And then I.
At what point do you realize?
It wasn't until the end of the match. And this
So you go and finish the match?
We finished the match because.
What are you doing?
Here's where you find the humor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, or at least the surreal quality of the situation you're in. Is that our English referees, our United States English-speaking referees, have been sent home, one due to a knee injury and one due to a death in the family, and had been replaced by a French-speaking referee who was unable to tell me or my opponent that he had my ear in his hand.
Because this happened overseas, right?
Yeah, overseas. We were in Germany.
Yeah.
And so Vader, to his credit, he sees me bleeding, and he was a great, wrestler, very underrated ring tactician as well. And he figured, all right, the guy's bleeding. I'm going to make
get out of here.
Comeback. No, get out of here.
No.
Make a big comeback. So I ended up blocking his punch and throwing a punch, and you literally see my ear fall off. Referee picks it up, and unbeknownst to us, we keep wrestling. And he hands it to ring announcer Gary Michael Capetta, who can be seen on the video, literally holding my ear in arms and running up the aisle. And so
he's got to get that thing on ice, right?
When I got to the back, you guys know who Booker T is.
Yeah. Five-time.
Five-time. Booker T's a tough dude, and he's not afraid to tell you it's part of his life story. He spent some time in prison for armed robbery. I mean, he's no joke. He's no joke. It was his first tour. And I came in, and there's this adrenaline rush you get when you're injured. It's that fight or flight reflex. And though I rarely curse, and when I do, just so you know, it's usually as an action verb inside the Foley bedroom. I save it up. I drop one F-bomb a show. I make it count. I will tell you, I may not be the funniest. I tell stories.
Right.
So not every story is
This
meant
is
to be funny.
Yeah.
So you may get comics who are funny, or you will get comics at San Diego Comic Con. And you say, oh, all right, as far as being funny,
Yeah.
yes, that guy's funnier. But nobody gets a standing ovation when they drop that one out.
Nice.
Nobody
Yeah.
gets a standing
You make it
O.
work.
So when I walked into the dressing room, my reaction was, I think I lost my effing ear. And then I did my catchphrase, which is bang bang. I had the presence of mind to get my catchphrase in front of the guys. And so Booker, years later, admitted that it was his first tour, and he sees this guy come in. He's just lost his ear.
Yeah.
They've got it now in a bag on ice. And I walk in, and my reaction is, I think I just lost my effing ear.
Yeah.
Bang, bang.
Yeah.
And Booker admitted years later that he was sitting there going, I don't think this business is for me.
Yeah.
I don't blame you, man.
Like, wrestling is too rough for me at this point. That's an awesome
And here's the
story.
thing, I want to just say that the women here are younger than I am,
Yeah.
quite a bit younger. And at the time, 1994, there was another gentleman named John Wayne Bobbitt.
Oh, yeah.
He had lost a body part.
Yeah.
He sure did.
And it had been reattached with very little problem.
Yeah.
So I really was not that concerned.
You're like, if you can attach some dude's jaw,
Yeah.
the ear should be fine.
Yeah, exactly.
As long as they don't get those two mixed up.
So, yeah. Oh man, that'd be weird.
Right. But it didn't work out.
Hey, Ashley, I need an ear exam.
I hear what you're putting down.
Wow. And so when I got off out of the ambulance, I was lucky that I'd studied that high school German, because I was able to say clear as a bell. I was able to say to the EMTs, "Vergessen Sie nicht bitte mein Ohr in der Plastiktüte zu bringen," which means, please don't forget to bring my ear in the plastic bag. And what I'm proudest of is that I said please.
Yeah. Right? You had the presence of mind.
When those EMTs were like, "Oh my God," mein Gott, they would say, mein Gott. This wrestler, lost his ear. What was he like? He was exceedingly polite. That's all I wanted.
That's all you needed, Nick.
Yeah.
That's a great story. That's the kind of stuff you're getting
my
tonight.
gosh.
American Comedy Company. Get down there if you want tickets. You can go to AmericanComedyCo.com.